Hey guys, it's time for arithmetic. So today I want you to watch the Go Noodle video, round it up, round it down. Since that's the new thing we learned this week, I really want you to practice it a whole lot so you can memorize it, get it down. So the other thing we're gonna do today is actually just review of rounding, and we have a lot of listening practice we're gonna do on the back of our arithmetic sheet today. So I'm going to go over section 1 on page 283. Section 1 says estimate each sum, which is exactly what we did yesterday. So I'm going to go over that with you one more time, and I'm going to do A with you. So A says 68. Whoop, it's not a very good looking 8. 68 plus 32. Now we're going to do an estimate, so we are going to round these numbers. When we look at our numbers, we always look at the ones place and decide if it's 4 and under, we round down. If it's 5 and up, we round up to the next 10. So this is an 8. 8 is above 5, so we're going to round up. So the next 10 after 68 would be 70. And then we're going to do the same thing for down here, 32. The ones place is a 2. 2 is below 4, so we're going to round down to 30. So we have 30. And then we're going to add those two numbers up together. 0 plus 0 is 0. 7 plus 3 is 10. So we're going to put a 0 in the tens place and a 1 in the hundreds place. So our answer is 100. The estimated sum is 100. That's all you have to do for section 1, A, B, C, and D, and we did A together. It's all about rounding to get close to your answer. So then, section 2 is a story. Listen carefully because you're actually going to round in this story as well. Grandpa took 19 pictures of moose, but didn't like any of them except the last one. How many pictures did he not like? How many did he not like? So your answer goes right there on the blank. And then it says round 19 to the nearest 10. So the number 19, think about the number 19. Look at what number's in the ones place to help you decide if you're going to round to 10 or up to 20. You decide. Section 3, it says write the missing factors. Factors are the numbers we multiply together to get an answer. So the first one says 6 times blank equals 30. So you're going to decide how many times are you multiplying 6 to get up to 30. I know we haven't done the 6 family, but you can try the families that we have done. We did 0, 1, 2, 5, and 10. Try those. To fill in the boxes. Then section 4 says write the sums and differences. You are carrying and borrowing, so be careful to see what sign you're doing, and then carry and borrow with each step you need to do. Be very careful. Section 5, write the answer at the top of the mountain. So you're going to start at the bottom of the mountain and do the problem to get your answer at the top of the mountain in order from bottom to top. Then on the back, on page 284, section 1 says write the numbers and the sums. So these are Roman numerals. I'm going to remind you what Roman numerals are. So some of them you should know already. V is 5, I is 1, X is 10, and L is 50. That should help you get through all of those. You're going to write the real number next to it and then add those two real numbers together to get your answer and write it in regular numbers. Don't write any more Roman numerals. You're writing in regular numbers for that problem. That brings us to section 2. Write the numbers your teacher says. So you're just going to write down the numbers that I say for this section. A, 5 and 1/4. A, 5 and 1/4. B, C, $904.07. B, $904.07. C, 52,030. C, 52,030. D, 5,006. D, 5,006. Now, section 3 says round the numbers your teacher says to the nearest 10. So I'm going to say a number. Do not write down that number. You have to decide, is that number going to round down or up, and write down the rounded number. For example, if I said the number 68, I want you to write down 70 because it's going to round up to 70. I want you to write down the rounded number, not the number I say. A, 58. What does that round to? 58. B, 17. What would that round to? 17. C, 22. What would that round to? 22. D, 55. What would that round to? 55. E, 34. What would that round to? 34. Section 4 says write the answers to the combination your teacher says. Listen carefully as I read these combinations. A, 4 times 5. Write down the answer on the line. A, 4 times 5. B, 10 divided by 2. B, 10 divided by 2. C, 30 divided by 5. 30 divided by 5. D, 6 plus 8. D, 6 plus 8. E is a long one. Listen carefully. 4 plus 3 plus 5. E, 4 plus 3 plus 5. F, it's also a long one. 9 minus 6 plus 4. 9 minus 6 plus 4. That's it for section 4. Section 5, write the answer to the listening skill question. Show your work by the camper. So I'm going to tell you a story problem right now. Listen carefully to my story problem. You are going to use the workspace box to write your problem and answer it. Then you're going to take that answer and put it on the line next to the camper where it says blank feet. All you have to write is the number answer there, but you must write the problem and answer it in the workspace box. Here's the story. Grandma and Grandpa's camper is 12 feet long. The camper parked next to theirs at the campground is 8 feet long. How many feet longer is Grandma and Grandpa's camper than the one next to it? I'll read it one more time. Grandma and Grandpa's camper is 12 feet long. The camper parked next to theirs at the campground is 8 feet long. How many feet longer is Grandma and Grandpa's camper than the one next to it? Write your problem and answer it in the workspace box. Then take your answer and put it on the line next to the camper where it says blank feet. Your answer is blank feet. Then we come to section 6, write the sums and differences. The first two, just look at them as those numbers. For example, the first one, 16 minus 7. Just think about it as 16 minus 7. Do not try to borrow. Just think about it as 16 minus 7. Then the next one is just addition. After that, there's 2 subtraction and 1 addition, and there is borrowing in the subtraction, carrying in the addition. Be very careful. Do all of the steps you need to find the right answers. Let me know if you have any questions about arithmetic, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.